everyone's going to know. So right now, everyone is paying attention, because if you're not paying attention like Ken back there, you're really going to struggle with this, because your computer is going to run slow as can be. For your school computers to be able to run this, you need to go down to the caret down here, say bottom of the screen, hit the caret. There, you need to turn off the background apps that you are not going to use, which are Teams. Right-click on Teams, quit Teams. Because even if you close Teams, it doesn't shut down until you go to quit. OneNote is another one that you have to turn off. Along with that, you need to turn off the internet. Not the internet, your Internet Explorer. So if you're using Chrome, Opera, Explorer, all those have to go off. Because your computer is a low-end computer. It's good for students to do basic work, but it is capable of doing Fusion. So now, once you turn off everything else, so if I come around right now, you don't have anything else but Fusion up. I'm using a different computer. That's why I have other stuff up, and I'm actually recording this also. So, step by step. Is everyone at this point here? You got Fusion? You're getting there, right? Raina, are you getting there? Okay. So, right now, since you guys already have a job, hey Ken, where's your laptop, Ken? Are you staring at your phone, Ken? Oh, it's downloading still, so do me a favor. Leave it downloading, go back over there to the laptop cart, grab one from the top row. Because all the ones in the next row don't have it installed. Michelle, do you have a question? Oh, okay. Okay, I'm coming around. Give me 1 second. Magic, give me a second, alright? So, let's set up our palette here. I'm going to start by under solid. I'm going to go to create, and it's going to give me a direction that I want to create this in. We have it here. I want it as the X and Y axis, no Z, because Z is the altitude or how tall this item is. I only want the X and Y right now. So it's going to give you the opportunity to move it around. So select over here so it's nice and flat, so you only see the green line and red line, the blue line's going straight up. There we go. And now, when I click it, it opens green and red. What's up? We're actually doing stuff on the computer right now. So Fusion, use your measurements that you took yesterday, and this is what you're making. No, you were actually making the file, and we're printing it. You already have these dimensions, right? You can. All right, but I'm also making a video for you. Okay. You want that guy too? Oh.
You told me that earlier today. I told you to have you.
Hey. Okay. We getting there? Create your own team. Okay. Right now we're actually not doing any teams. This is all individual. You could just say me, myself, and I. Michelle, yes? people following along? Okay, I'm going to go through the video so you guys can come back to it again later. So I'm not disregarding your guys' where you're at. I'm making a video. I upload it on YouTube, and then you go from there. So I'm going to start here. Who's actually at this point beside me? Right there? Just okay. So for people that are mainly going to be watching from YouTube, I'm going to start by my create, which I started a second ago. Create 2-point rectangle. All right, 2-point rectangle here. So I'm starting here at this. I click that. And now as I start expanding this, my rectangle, I go by the measurements that were given yesterday. This is 4.55. Hit tab button. And this next one is 2.8. Hit enter. And I just made my first rectangle, which is the outside of my light switch cover. Okay, that's the full size of the light switch cover. Make sense? Once you get to this point here, let's go to document settings. I'm going to go down here to units and make sure your units are inches. Because a lot of people, once you start this out, it's not in inches. It's most likely going to be in centimeters or millimeters. I had someone have a problem with that earlier today. Alright, from there, I'm going to go ahead and start by being able to draw in my inner circle, or I'm sorry, my inner part of my plate, which is not going to be there. It's going to be the empty part. So the way that this is actually set up, it locks into place. So I am going to go create a point. And the reason why I'm doing this is because the point that we did, I had you guys actually do this and write down this coordinate, because this is the bottom left-hand corner of the inside part that's going to be cut out. I'm just going to drop a point right there. That's it. There's a point. It's just a point. It's not going to be a dot on my thing. It's not going to be anything. It's just a location that I put there. I click on it. Now if you notice, in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, it gives me the orientation of that, the X and Y. And if you remember when we did this, the X and Y, so the X was 0.95, so I'm going to move this over to 0.95 and up to 0.75. Now, that point is locked in at 0.95 and 0.75. And the reason why I did that is now I could zoom back out, and that's going to be the bottom left-hand corner of the piece I'm cutting out. So I'm going to put a rectangle inside there. So another rectangle. Starting at that point, if you notice, it automatically clicked to that point that I just made. Click it, and then the inside width was 2.65. Tab 1.3. There we go. Now, that even gives me all my dimensions for this. So I could see where everything is and where everything goes. So this is nice how it gives me the dimensions. I have all the measurements for everything. So that's a good start. We good? No? All right. Next piece. What's wrong? Please don't. So now I'm going to show you guys how to extrude. So we're going to click the outside part here. And with that outside part, right click on it. And my option extrude. What extrude means is I'm going to thicken it. I'm going to raise that piece up. And the thickness of my light switch cover is 0.15. Extrude. So it's just this being extruded. That's right here in blue. My distance is 0.15. And I want this part of my original body. So this is actually going to join to the original body. So the whole thing is going to be one piece. If I don't, and I do new body, I'm saying that there's going to be a parallel piece. There's a piece on top and a piece on bottom. But if you join it, all of it is a solid thickness. Is it okay? Now I'm going to change the view so I can see this. Right here I'm only looking at the top. If you go in the upper right, there's a little house. The house will show me my 3D view. Are we okay so far?
Which one is this?
What is what?
You want to download it, this one?
She didn't have one of the ones that's already there? One of the top
Oh,
ones.
yeah, yeah.
Only the
It's
top
right there,
ones.
bro. It's right
Oh,
there.
not stop! Stop trying to install everything. Create a team. That's what I said. Me, myself, and I.
Why are you so mean, bro?
Because I said that like
So
4 times.
I just want to stay next. Why are you doing this?
Try to touch everything.
No, I'm not.
Okay, here it is. Now you have your team. Some people.
You can download it.
Yes! It is me! Yes! Alright. So, from right here, we're going to go through and actually add some more information here. Throw it away, please. Huh? You already got warned once. Throw it away. You're not going to do it again tomorrow, are you? No. So, it goes away now. Okay. We are going to add some stuff right here. So, I'm going to do another sketch. And I'm sketching on this plane here. And the type of sketch I'm going to do is I'm going to create a line, but I'm going to do the line dimension so I could see where the dimensions are all the time. So it's going to make your life easier. So I'm going to start here on the bottom corner, and I'm going to create the center line. Why is this not working? No, just because I am create line. There we go. There we go. So create line and a center line. If this is half of my faceplate here, right here, my whole thing is 2.8, what would the center line be located at? What's half of 2.8?
4.4.
1.4. 1.4, right? Now, if you have your notebook open, you could actually find these dimensions are all on there, right? You wrote these down. So I'm going to change this. If you notice, it gives me the measurement. So I want to put in, it is 1.4. Hit enter. So that's going to give me the center line now. Make sense? Or is that no? Are we still waiting? Hopefully? Okay. So now I have the center line. This is where I need to make my line to start making my holes. Remember, I got holes in this thing that I need to actually add. And from the measurement, I'm going to create another line. My line starts here, and it's going to go this way. It's going to go this way, and I believe the measurement was 0.38 to the center of the circle. Hit enter. And so now that's going to give me the location of the center of my circle. Yes? No? Maybe? No? Alright, so again, I am putting this on YouTube so you can come back and actually walk through this over and over, and you can listen to Khalifa talking about how mean I am. Okay, so I'm going to take this one right here. So on this point, I'm going to click that point. I'm going to right click that point, and I'm going to make a hole at that point. So if you notice, it's already set up. So the inside, okay, the inside is going to be 0.22. Wow, that came up. Maybe because I already did that once. It's going to be 0.22. The outside is 0.24. And it's going to bevel so it curves in like this, so it's kind of flush to the face of it. So when you put in the screw, it's going to be flush right here. There we go. And all I have to do is hit enter now. There we go. So I have my first hole here. We're going to go through and do the same thing again for the other side. Create. Okay, so I'm going to sketch, new sketch. So I'm going to create a line. Wait, hold on. Right here, I select the plane. Now, see this down here? If you notice, it went all the way to the origin point. I don't want it at the origin. So this next piece is going to be important. I'm going to slide it over. This hand over here on the bottom is called pan. Pan refers to something just grabbing it and sliding it over. Okay? It's not someone's gender. Okay? See what I did? See what I did? Okay. So I just hit that, I grab it, and I move it over. Just so it's right there, still in the center of my screen. Now I'm done doing that, so I'm going to do my line again. Create my line, but this time I'm starting from the bottom right hand corner. I'm going straight up. And what was the halfway point here? 1.4. Hit enter. So I got my 1.4 right there. And now from the end of that, I'm going to create another line, which is going to help me measure to the center of the circle again. So I'm starting at the end there. I go this way. And what was the measurement for the center of the circle? 0.38. 0.38. Do you guys actually have your notebook in front of you with this drawing? Okay, you got it there. So you should have it open because you're not going to memorize all these. and hit enter. There we go. So again, all that did was give me the location of my circle. I click on it, I right click on it, and I turn it to a hole. So the inside is 0.22, the outside is 0.24. Yes, no, maybe? I just hit enter. Now I could hit home to see what it looks like. Now what's wrong with this now?
It doesn't have a curve.
Let's add some curves. Thank you. We're going to add some curves. So if you notice up here on top, it says modify. It's called a fillet or fillet. So we are going to round off the corners. I'm going to click modify right there. Now I select the items I want to modify. So select the corner here. Select this one here. This one here. And if you need to rotate it around, rotate it around. So you could get all of them. Now, I have selected all 4 of the edges there. Right now it's set to tangent. I don't want tangent. I want it to curve. Tangent means it's actually just going to look like this. I want it to curve. I want it to be a gradual. And let's go a radius, which is going to change this. Let's do like 0.2. 0.2. So the radius is going to be 0.2. Or even, let's try 0.1. Let's see what that's going to look like. That's what it is going to look like there. So on mine, if you saw mine, mine's actually really flat on the edges.
Why?
So that had a larger curve. That was a 0.25. This one here, I'm just doing 0.1 because this is like the 4th time I've done this today. So I'm going to hit OK. All right, that's not bad. It's not special though, is it?
Yes, it is.
No, let's make it special. Okay, so let's make it special. So I'm going to go to top on my view.
Writing name.
And right here. Let's go, and I'm going to create. Let's create some text. Sketch, and on the face. So I hit sketch here, create sketch, but I'm going to create it on the face. So I have to select the face, so it's going to start there. I'm going to pan it back over. Under create, text. And so I'm going to start my text right here, because why not? And I'm going to make a text box, because why not? This is room 823.
No.
Yeah.
But the English doesn't have all of this, bro. How can you download that without all of this? Oh, yeah. Go ahead. And
now, the height of the letters. You don't want to have huge letters sticking out, okay, because otherwise you're going to have trouble actually pushing it in. So I'm going to have it less than the thickness of the whole thing. So let's say the thickness is 15, right? 0.15? I just go 0.05. There we go. Oh, too many points. Too soon. Now I have that there. I click on it, and I'm going to pull it up. It's kind of like extruding, but extruding would be for the whole shape. I'm just going to pull up the letters, and that's where I'm going to put in my 0.05. I put the wrong thing in there. So I want it as a distance of 0.05. There we go. And it is going to join to the item. So it's going to connect to this. And I'm going to do it again for this side. But I'm going to put my name on this side. Now I have that. I'm going to pull this one. Again, I'm going to raise this up. There we go. Now I got a hold of it.
Can I go to the library instead?
What for?
For my computer. My computer is the last thing. I just wanna go get a new one.
Alright, so here's mine. Apparently, I did not actually get that last piece to come in. Let me try it again. So, what you guys are going to have here, you somehow customize. You customize yours. And then what you're going to do is, you are going to save it, send it to me, like here's mine right now. And you guys are going to print it. This is actually going to be the first thing you're going to have. No, it's already on that.
Can I go to the library?
No. So, after school. What? You got 10 minutes. Go after school. Alright, so you know they don't let anyone in during regular time, right?
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to be in class. Then why do you ask?
Maybe it's not.
No, but I can't. Yes. Doesn't let you sign in? Okay. Alright, so I'm going to finish this one. And then tomorrow we are going to go through printing everyone's.